Hello guys, I am here on the side of the road. Beautiful, beautiful southern Albania. It's just me in a van, because that's how I was sent away from camp. I've been asking the Albanian leaders to help me because I had a tire pressure warning on my van that I used to get our team here. And 3 days ago, I think, two full days ago, and everything seemed okay. I drove back to the hotel where I've been staying at, but I couldn't see any problems with a specific tire. Pressures seemed okay, but I don't have a pressure gauge, so I've been asking people for a pressure gauge, and they keep handing me off to somebody else. And then eventually I found somebody who had a pressure gauge, and I convinced him to come with the pressure gauge, which was a pump. And as soon as he walks around the car, one of my tires is noticeably flat, of course, obnoxiously so. So much so that it makes me really embarrassed, because it's obviously an issue. And they're like, "Oh no, you should have fixed this. What's your problem?" But you can hear it coming out right there. Nice. There's clearly a hole, and it's going flat very quickly. So I'm driving to a tire shop that's 20 minutes away, but I was told to take this device and to stop every 8 minutes so I can refill the tire. And you can see what these roads look like. Look what these roads look like. Look at this thing. Look at this. The people coming around these corners so fast. It was 10 minutes before I could find a place to stop. So I'm trying to get to a tire shop, and we'll see what happens. Thanks. Bye. Okay. I'm now leaving a shop in a city called Borsh. It's built onto the side of a cliff overlooking the Adriatic Sea. I went to a tire shop. The man was very upset to see me arrive. He had a lot of people that he was trying to serve all at once, all delicately balanced on the side of a cliff. And when I walked up, he gave up on me, went off to smoke a cigarette, threw some tools, left me with a kid. He was maybe 15. But he took my tire off and then took it to the machine and took it all apart, and was working on patched. There was a hole in it that we could see because you could trace it with your ear. It was a huge hole. A hole that I don't think was there a couple days ago, but it was an immediate problem. I still have tire pressure warnings, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But this kid worked on it, and then the guy walked off. And at a certain point, the kid didn't know what to do at that point, and went looking for the guy. But I told him the guy walked off. And so he went to go get something out of a snack machine, and his money didn't work. I had to swap him out a $2 bill, 200 lek, several times. So we tried to get the machine working. And then I sat with him while he ate a croissant and drank a Fanta. And I asked him about his life. He's lived his whole life here in Borsh. It's the weirdest city. It's so vertical. And then to work at a tire shop in this place, it's just amazing. I cannot imagine his life. I thought the man was his father. Turns out the man's just a friend that he works with. Which is probably good, because he seemed to not really enjoy life. That man did. Anyway, patched my tire. It seems to be working. Keeping an eye on it. It's about a 20-minute drive back to the camp. But I don't think I'm going to go back to the camp. I think I'm only going to take it as far as our hotel, which is on the main road, parked just off the street on this main road. Ooh, these turns Look at this. I don't know if that means anything to anybody. These roads are so narrow. We got some wind kicking up. We had a terrible, terrible thunderstorm last night. Like a thunderstorm like I've never seen before. Just chain lightning everywhere, just hitting the sea. Boom, 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 boom. Constant. I took a time-lapse video of it and then realized that was stupid because you don't have to take a time-lapse when it's just constant lightning. I should have just taken a video. It was wild. Anyway, I sat with this kid and talked to him about life. When I say I talked to him, he wasn't very talkative. It was one of the few conversations in Albania that was one-sided in my direction. And I told him who I was and where I was from, and that I was living in Berat and working with the church, and that we had a camp up the road in Bunets, and that I came from Alaska. He seemed really burnt out. It's almost 9 o'clock. He gets off at 9, 1 minute from now. Probably exhausted, working with tires all day. He put the tire back onto my car. It seems to be working. So I thanked him and then had to stand in a big long line to try to pay for the tire. It was about 20 euro, 1,500 lek, 1,500 lek, which they call 15,000 lek because they still refer to money in the old lek system before they dropped to zero. So that's really confusing because it's $15, but an old me would have given the guy 150 bucks, and probably I would have been okay with that because it just, you know, you got me on the side of a cliff. What am I supposed to do? I also gave 500 lek to the kid. It's quite a bit, but it's not. It really is not. It's quite a bit for a tip. But I hope he appreciated it. I can buy him a couple Fantas, since he has a hard job. Now I'm driving back. I think someone from the camp called me earlier. My camera can't see me anymore. Someone from the camp called me earlier. But I don't know. I was in the middle of having the guy put the tire back onto my car. So I don't know. Maybe somebody cares I'm out here figuring this out alone. That would be nice. Anyway, I'm going to turn this off so I don't drive off a cliff into the ocean. This video will be evidence I didn't do it on purpose, even though I might have told Andrea I was tempted to. This isn't fun, my job. I'm not out here on the edge of the world because this is fun. Sometimes I think people believe that. There's times when the adventure is exciting, maybe. I don't know. I'm looking out across the water at Corfu. It's beautiful out there. There's nothing over here.